Hey, what's up everybody? So if you are having trouble making the perfect steak, try out this reverse seared method. Let me show you how. So first thing you need to do is take your steak out of the fridge about 30 minutes prior to your prep time to get it up to room temperature. And then after that, I'm seasoning it liberally with salt and pepper. Make sure you season it very generously. This is about 1 inch to 1.25 inches thick ribeye steak. So yeah, make sure you get all of the sides and everything, y'all. Then place it on your wire rack. Put it in the oven on 250 degrees until that internal temperature reaches about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And I said 120 degrees Fahrenheit because I wanted my steak to be cooked to medium. And so I knew if it was at 120 degrees when I took it out of the oven, it'll cook a little bit more outside of the oven. But then when I sear it, it'll really bring it up to temperature perfectly where I want it to be. So after I took it out the oven, I made sure I let it rest for like 5 minutes or so. 5 to 10 minutes is enough time to let it rest. And you don't have to let it rest too long because, you know, you really cook that steak nice and slow in the oven on a low temperature. So it's not going to be a whole lot of juices ready just to like run out whenever you slice it at the end. Now, y'all, to my screaming hot cast iron skillet with a little bit of neutral cooking oil, not olive oil. I use some veggie oil this time. I'm going to sear it on both sides for about 90 seconds tops. You don't want to cook it too long because, again, the steak is already cooked where you want it to be on the inside, so don't really go too crazy. You really just want to get a nice sear and a nice crust on that steak, and boom, look at that, y'all. This is definitely what we're going for. And also, don't forget to add your butter at this stage. You can also add in some fresh garlic to really perfume that butter. And I'm also going to go with some thyme a little bit later, but I didn't want it to burn, so I'm not going in with it just quite yet. And if you see over here, I'm just basting that steak with that foamy brown butter infused with that garlic. And it's just going to lock in the juices and just really make this steak nice and juicy and really buttery. I mean, we're already adding the compound butter at the end, so it's just going to be butter on flavor, on just everything, y'all. It's going to be so good. And if you see, I'm just making sure I get those edges and that fat cap. Just make sure you sear that as well, so it's not a whole lot of just rubbery kind of like fat that you're just biting into. You don't really want that. Or you might, but I didn't. So if you see right here, y'all, I'm just basting that steak with the thyme. Take it out of the pan after about 90 seconds on that second side. And then you just want to let it rest for literally a couple of minutes. You don't really need to let it rest too long, y'all. Because like I said, it was cooked nice and slow in the oven. And it's not going to be a whole lot of juices just running all out. Now, y'all, I just finished mine off with some chimichurri compound butter. And if you have not watched that video, definitely check that one out. It is really good. That chimichurri compound butter goes so well on steak, any type of like grilled meat, like chicken. It goes on fish. Like, definitely try that recipe out if you're interested. But y'all, this steak turned out perfectly. Look at that nice sear. Look at that nice even cooked all the way through the center. The center is still nice and pink, just how I wanted it. And y'all, it really turned out so well. So definitely try this recipe out, especially for those of y'all who want to cook steak but don't really know how to perfect it, or even just get it to where you want it to be. You know, if you're always, you know, kind of anxious whenever you're cooking steak, or just always checking it, don't really know what the right temperature should be, don't really know how long you should be cooking it on the stove or in the oven, definitely give this reverse sear method a try. Like I said, it is so foolproof and it will get you right every single time. So y'all, that is all I have for y'all today. I definitely hope you enjoyed this quick video and this easy reverse seared steak method. So yeah, definitely let me know down below in the comments what you thought about it, all of that good stuff. You can hit the like button, you can subscribe to the channel, you can share the videos, and yeah, y'all, I will see you in the next video very soon. Later.